Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Keep my head up when I act, head up, that's a fact. Never looking back, I'ma keep myself on track. Keep my head up, staying strong, always moving on. Feel I don't belong, tell my thoughts to move along. Push myself to be the best, die with no regrets.
Hey guys, I'm working the part. Psych. We're really doing this again. You guys know that 58.9% of you aren't subscribed. Like, what's going on? It's so easy. And look, here's a clip right now if you don't believe me. Anyway, there's going to be a clip the entire part probably. But anyway, you guys are going to have 5 seconds to like, subscribe, and comment down below, done it. If you comment down below, like, subscribe in that 5 seconds, or you have bad luck for the rest of your life. Other than that, I hope you guys do enjoy the video, and yeah, let's get into it. Hey guys, and welcome to part 3 of what Deku was, a demigod. And I'm going to try upload a few times today. Yeah, but other than that, I just wanted to make a few things. Okay, first off, the like off in the next part will be 50 likes. And the subscriber gain has slowed a bit, which I get because I stopped uploading a lot, but I'm gonna make you a deal. If I suddenly gain 200 subs in a day, that'll be 8 videos. Are guaranteed. Also, guys, let me mute my iPad and my phone. Yeah, but if I somehow gain like 10,000 videos in a day, 10,000 subs in a day, I will literally record videos and upload them all night. That will be, if I'm really good, over 50 videos. So you guys decide yourself if you want 50 videos a day. Get me 10k subs a day. But yeah, other than that, let's get into this. Last time we left off, Deku did his ball test after he beat up a god. Also, you guys are complaining Deku wasn't powerful enough. I tried explaining it in the video, but I didn't do it too well. Deku limited himself, so he didn't kill the god. That 5%, that 1% he did, it isn't close. It's 50% when he limited himself as much as he could. If Deku went all out, that 1% would basically be 1,000,000,000% from what Deku Q's infinite percent. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm trying to say. He limited himself as much as he could. So normally his 1% would be 1,000,000,000,000% of all, or 1 quintillion percent, or 1 for all. I just want to make that clear. Well, let's get into this. Last time we left off, Deku did his fitness test with Mr. Aizawa, and he didn't use all his power. He just used it to the ground, and the building started shaking, and his hair spiked up slightly. But unknown to him, Aizawa tried to erase his quirk, and he couldn't, which confuses him, as we all know Deku doesn't have a quirk. He's literally a half god, at least we think. Hints. And with that, Aizawa wants to talk to Deku, but after. Everyone's shocked at how powerful Deku is, and they leave. A few weeks go by and everything, a few days go by and everything goes fine. Deku would speak to his father, learn more about his abilities, learn that his weapon has special abilities. And yeah, then they get told they're going to a USJ villain training. Hero training. And they're all excited. But on the bus they're talking. And they all ask Deku what his quirk is. Deku explains his quirk is called Demigod. And it basically makes me godlike. And they all ask what type of god he would be if he had to choose one. And Deku smiles and says, I would say Zeus. As lightning, and also I'm quite powerful. And they all say, yeah, that's true. And then they they learn about the other quirks. So it all goes the same. But they say for the pros this time, they would say that the Bakugo being the strongest and Todoroki, it was Deku, Bakugo, Todoroki, which got on Bakugo's last nerf. But unlike the original, he kind of had to accept that Deku was stronger than him, due to Bakugo not picking on him every day as a kid, and Deku actually beating him up every time he tried. But they get there, all goes the same until the villains attack. Aizawa dies and tells Deku to stay there until he sees that Deku's already attacking the villains. As soon as one of them took a shot at him, he was just throwing them, hitting them around the place, punching them, kneeing them, chucking them in the water. And Kurogiri tried to teleport him away, but Deku's too fast for him. And then Deku's really smart, can notice everything thanks to his battle instincts. And he sees that Kurogiri has a piece of metal on his chest. He dives towards that before Kurogiri can stop him and punches him away. Shigaraki dives towards him, he manages to grab Deku. He then realises his quirk isn't working on him. Deku chucks him away. Shigaraki, a lot more panicked, yells, "Nomu! Get him!" The Nomu appears and it attacks Deku. Deku isn't at all hurt by this. And Deku hits it, but it does no damage. Deku's holding back because one of his the amount he used against that god would blow this entire place. So he's trying to hold back until All Might would get there. And unlike before, Deku using one of his godlike abilities sent a clone of himself, which we'll explain later. And then Deku decides instead of punching, he would use his scythe. He summons it. And he slices up at the Nomu, sending a blade of lightning and fire combined, one of the abilities he's learned. Then, when he sees that this gun quite a bit of damage but it heals, he knows he has to be stronger. A weird energy from the scythe starts wrapping around Deku's arm, crawling across his body. And it seems to be drawing power from Deku's body, increasing the scythe's power. This is one of Deku's favourite abilities, as he thinks himself he has infinite power. He can make his scythe as strong as he wants. And all of a sudden a pressure starts coming from the scythe as Deku pours power into it. And that slash he did before easily cut through the Nomu, but it regenerates again. But it also cuts through the building. Shigaraki's shocked. What is this kid? And Deku is distracted for a minute as Kurogiri got back up. And that's when he sees Shigaraki holding a race ahead, erasing him. Deku yells, "Stop!" But in his moment of distraction, the Nomu appeared behind him and hit him, partially knocking him out. Deku was in his own head, and then he heard someone calling out to him, but not his father.
Izuku, wake up!
Deku wakes up to see a mysterious man in front of him. He yells, "Who are you?" He can feel dark energy coming from him, but not too dark. And the man says, "Oh, you see, I'm special to you. You just haven't learned how to use. You just haven't learned the reason yet. And you have power far beyond what you know." And that man Zeus can lie to you all he wants, acting like he's your only acting like he's the only one you've got power from. And Deku's confused. I'm sorry for the no voice change. I wanted you to do it. I understand that part. Deku's confused, like, "You nearly said father. Who are you?" And then this weird man shoots a weird energy at Deku. He still feels like I'm waking inside of him, and he gets sent flashbacks of Zeus and another man with a dark energy made out of a road made out of darkness, arguing. Zeus wanted to destroy part of humanity, and this man was fighting against it. He said, "Not only would it destroy the balance of my realm, it also mean I've had a lot more people to deal with. And you have nothing, and you wouldn't have nothing against that, would you? As it's always me, your younger brother, I have to fight against. And when are you going to tell Izuku his real origin, about how you took all the credit for him? You're forgetting that he's my son as well." And Deku's like, "You're my father, but how?" And they get a conversation. He explains how when Deku was a child, Zeus didn't do the dirty with his mum. In fact, he placed his own life energy inside him, explaining why Deku was so strong. Zeus expected this to create a child equal to, below his other children, but in reality this multiplied far beyond. And Zeus loves you so much as before he filled the other children slowly overpowering, but you were born stronger than him. And what he does, and also I put my own energy inside your mother as well, meaning you're half his son, half my son, half your mother's son. But that makes no sense to you. But it's the realm of the gods. We're divine. Okay, I'm going back to using the voice changer now, just so you can get the main plot. And Deku says, wait, you're a god as well. Does that make me a fool? And Deku reappears in his own mind. But what he didn't know is everyone's looking at him scared. He looks at a Nomu, it's been torn apart. Deku has a weird energy coming out of his hands. He has wings on his back, fangs in his on his mouth, and he has a sword in one hand. As soon as Deku comes to realization, this blows away from him, and his eyes were red before, and they go back to their normal colour. His hair going from a reddish black, instead of its normal rainbowy white, goes back to its green colour. Everyone takes this as Deku's back to normal. He asks what happens, and he sees All Might on the ground. And they say, well, you suddenly stopped moving, and then this dark energy exploded from you. And All Might showed up and tried to stop you, but you chucked him into a wall. And then you destroyed the Nomu, and you ripped off that hand guy's arm, but it got took back with him, so it's probably going to be reattached. Deku's like, what? What did I do? And then Deku looks at his hands. There's one symbol there which he's always had, but it's suddenly become more. It used to be he could only feel it, now he can see it. The symbol of Zeus, a lightning bolt. But on the other hand, a weird symbol. It seems to be a gate with a three-headed dog, is it? Deku just ignores it. And then he tries channeling energy from his Zeus, who's from Zeus. And he can summon his scythe. That's how he normally does it. And he looks at his other hand and tries channeling energy through that. This is where a dark aura appears around Deku again. He can feel this new power inside him, and he pushes it out. He's never feared anything. And a sword with a writing on the side. The sword of... Deku doesn't read it out as his eyes widen. And everyone's confused why Deku looks like he's genuinely shocked for the first time ever. And I mean ever! So he had to ear rape you. And then Deku, in his mind, yells for Zeus to come and meet him. He runs out of the USJ before anyone can stop him, going to their normal meet place. And Zeus can sense the new energy inside Deku. He realizes what's happened. You can also sense Deku has a new mastery over his own power, as the mark of his god's origin has come visible. Like Kratos has his tattoos. That's his god origin, I'm saying. And Deku has his marks that will slowly spread across his body. And Zeus sees that he's awakened his other side, which he feared would ever happen. And she says, Zuko, I know you want an explanation, and I can't give it to you as your other father. Deku says, what? So he wasn't lying? Zeus is like, and the man before suddenly appears. It's a man with black hair. And he seemed more down to earth than Zeus. He doesn't seem like he thought himself above others. And he says, Zeus, if you won't tell him about his origins, then I will. You're not his only father. And Zeus says, brother. Anyway, guys, I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, make sure you like, subscribe, share with your friends and family. Yeah, but make sure you do subscribe. Let's try hit 10k before September ends. Become a member. I already have 2. It means a lot to me. And yeah, I hope you guys do enjoy. Hit the like goal for the next part. And peace out, guys, later.